YouTube is the #1 platform for converting your viewers into high-ticket leads. Because naturally, when someone watches your videos for 10 to 15 minutes, they trust you a lot more than they would from a 30-second reel. That being said, a lot of businesses struggle to generate a consistent income from a YouTube sales funnel, even if they're getting a lot of views. Which is why in this video, I'm going to break down how to generate consistent leads from YouTube and turn viewers into paying clients. And this is using the exact framework I've used across hundreds of channels to scale our clients' businesses by up to 14 times. So the first part of creating a YouTube sales funnel comes down to your ideation. You need to be making the right type of content because a lot of coaches and entrepreneurs get this wrong and they aim for a lot of views rather than the right views. But one of the biggest mindset shifts you need to make when trying to generate leads from YouTube is it's not about the quantity of views, it's about the quality. So you need to be creating content that fully aligns with your target audience, not just a general make money online type of video. Now, like any sales funnel, you want to be making content for the top of funnel, bottom of funnel and middle of funnel, and naturally the videos at the bottom of the funnel are going to be the ones that convert the best. On YouTube, the more niche your video can be, the more likely it is to convert a viewer to a client. So rather than making a video about how to start dropshipping, why not make a video about the best Facebook ads strategy for a one product Shopify store? So you can see the difference in the type of people you'll be attracting with those videos. The first one is going to attract anyone that's even thinking about starting dropshipping. You'll get time wasters, you'll get people with no money. But the second idea, that's targeting people that already have a Shopify store up and running and they're looking to start Facebook ads. And if they have a budget for Facebook ads, they probably have a budget which they could use for coaching or a program or mentorship or anything that's going to improve the performance of their ads as well. So that just leaves the question of how do you actually find ideas that are worth making on YouTube? For beginners, the best way to do it is by using the YouTube autofill. So what this is when you're searching on YouTube, you can type in your niche or keywords related to your niche, and YouTube will start to guess what it is you're searching for. This is really beneficial because what YouTube is pretty much telling you is what other people are looking for in your niche. So if you can make videos that answer these queries, you're going to find people that are actively looking for solutions, and then you can present your offer as that solution. You can take it a step further and add words in front of your niche such as what, how, best, and these start to bring up more video ideas which you can create. Another tip I have is to just add every letter of the alphabet after your keyword, one at a time, and you'll start to get hundreds of ideas within minutes which you can create for your channel. But you don't want to just make every single video here. You want to go through the results and look for results where there are videos that have more views than that channel's average. This means that the video is an outlier and it performs better than their other videos. So if it performs well for them, if you create a video that's 10% better, it's likely to perform well for you. And just to reiterate, you only want to be making videos that are going to make you money. You want to be searching for things where you can provide a clear solution to the viewer, and videos that are attracting your exact ICP, where they would qualify for your offer if they were to become a lead, rather than leads that end up becoming time wasters. Ideation is one of the most important parts for creating a YouTube sales funnel, because if you're making the wrong type of content, you're never going to convert your viewers into clients. So if you want a head start, I've put together 12 video ideas which can be applied to any niche, and you can get them completely for free by clicking the first link in the description. It's enough to cover you for your next 3 months worth of content if you're uploading weekly, which is what I would recommend. But let's get back to the video in the meantime. So after you've found some ideas which are worth making and it's going to target the exact people you want to be targeting, then you need to decide what you're going to offer in the video. So even though you're selling a high ticket service or a high ticket offer or a high ticket course, you don't want to pitch that straight in the video. If someone's watched you for 10 minutes, it's going to be very hard to get $10,000 or $5,000 or whatever it is out of them straight away. So the best thing to do is to CTA to a lead magnet. So let's say you're a law firm, maybe you have a PDF on 5 mistakes a lot of people make when applying for a mortgage, or if you sell a course on Amazon FBA, maybe you have a list of some stores you've bought from before, or if you're a marketing agency, maybe you have some best practices for social media. If you can give any information away for free, creating a lead magnet where you provide this information is a great way to get someone's details, and if someone then clicks the link in the description and signs up, you have successfully converted the viewer into a lead. And from there, it's just a case of closing that lead like you normally would if you had acquired a lead from any other type of marketing channel. By CTA into a lead magnet rather than pitching directly to your offer, the conversion rate shoots up massively from around 1% on average to about 3% on average. So that's an extra 2 people per every 100 people that watch your videos. So to run the math, if you get 1,000 views a month, that's getting 30 leads rather than 10 leads a month. If you don't have any lead magnets or they don't work for your niche, another option is to offer a free call. You can position this as a free audit or a free strategy call, but ultimately at the end you are going to be pitching your offer as the next step. So it is in a way a sales call, but it obviously isn't just positioned this way to the viewer. Now, if you have a low ticket offer as well as a high ticket offer, I would encourage you to not try and link directly to that in the video, because if someone knows they can get access to you for a lot lower price than your high ticket offer, then it's going to take away from the value of what you're trying to actually sell, and you're going to end up getting $30 rather than 5k. So that's why I would recommend always CTA into a lead magnet or to book a free call. So now you've got your video idea and you know what you're going to be promoting in the video, it's time to actually write the script. This is another really important part, because if your videos are boring, people are going to click off, and if people click off, you're never going to convert viewers into clients, because how can someone become a client if they never even heard about your offer in the first place? So you need to script your videos in a way which keeps people engaged throughout the course of the video, and the way you do this is by connecting each section and building on from the last, rather than jumping from each point in a disconnected way. So taking this video for example, you've noticed I've gone from finding ideas to knowing what to offer to scripting a video, and after this I'm going to talk about how to create a CTA which actually makes people click the link in the description. So this video is connected and you kind of need all the parts in order to make it work. Therefore, you're going to watch the whole video rather than clicking off 20, 30, 40% of the way into the video. That being said, it's unrealistic to expect 100% of people to watch your video the entire way through to the end. And a lot of entrepreneurs make the mistake of only mentioning their offer right at the end of the video. But the reality is, on average, around 20 to 30% of people actually reach the end of the video, which means the vast majority of people are never hearing about your offer. That's why you need to have a mid-video CTA, which is 20 to 30% of the way into the video. It should only be brief and quick, about 2 or 3 sentences long. It just mentions your offer quickly and then gets back to the video, but it makes sure that more people know about what you have to offer. And as a result, it converts at a much higher rate too. So speaking of the CTAs, you need to sell the outcomes rather than the deliverables. One of the biggest mistakes I see people making on YouTube is selling every single feature their course has, or everything you get from working with them one-to-one. For example, no one cares if they get weekly group coaching calls, but they care if you're able to help add an additional 10k to their monthly income. So you should always focus on what's in it for them, not what you're actually giving them, if that makes sense. Also, when doing your call to actions, you want to create a problem and then present your offer as a solution. So as a random example, let's say you provide inboxes for people doing cold email. If you're creating a video on how to improve your deliverability, for your CTA, you can mention that a lot of people end up using flagged domains which get burned, and that leaves you in a position where your emails end up in spam and your pipeline dries up. But our new offer helps this. You can get XYZ and you'll be able to generate leads from cold email on autopilot. And the way you do this is by speaking to your audience's pain points. So you should know your ICP and customer avatar's pain points, what they struggle with, how much time they spend doing things, what typical problems most people have, and then you can speak to these in your messages. It's really important that you get this right, because the CTA is the most important part of the script when it comes to converting viewers to clients. You also want to make sure that your CTA link is always the first link in the description, and reiterate to people at least twice that that's where they can get what it is that you're offering. You really need to make it clear to people what they need to do, because if you don't tell someone, a lot of the time they don't actually know, even if it might seem obvious to you. So if you're serious about turning YouTube into a consistent client acquisition channel for your high ticket offer, I've put together 12 free video ideas which are designed specifically to generate leads and not just get views for the sake of it. And you can get them using the first link in the description. At the start, most people spend months testing ideas that never convert. But these video idea templates let you skip that entire process and start making videos which are gonna bring you leads from the very beginning. And this works for literally any niche. So again, click the link below to get the 12 ideas completely for free. And if you want to see how to make $10,000 a month from just 1,000 views on YouTube, then watch this video next.